NeoTech Process, where next-gen factories, robotics, and sci-fi engineering come to life.
Deep within glowing tunnels, new wings learn their storms as the sky itself becomes our factory. Imagine a delivery craft whose wings are never solid, their shape written directly into flowing air.
In this colossal wind sculpting factory, storms in glass tunnels grow AeroFlux wings for tomorrow's silent fleets.
Thousands of these machines will glide between skyscrapers and across oceans, their wings flowing like living creatures.
This is the AeroFlux Delivery Craft, a cargo vehicle grown from fluid air composite wings, not assembled. Pressurized wind tunnels sculpt each wing, simulating every sky it will ever fly through with precision.
Traditional wings freeze a compromise in metal, but AeroFlux wings remain alive, constantly reconfiguring within.
A hardened outer skin shelters rivers of smart fluid and compressed air, flowing through vast microtube networks.
The craft thickens its wings for heavy lift, flattens for speed, and twists gracefully through urban vortices.
Its journey begins on the factory floor, where air hums under controlled pressure, the primary fabrication tool. Raw materials arrive as carbon silk lattice spools, aerogel gas canisters, magnetofluids, and shimmering aeroelastomer resins. Design begins as a dynamic simulation, mapping sensor responses to lift, drag, and turbulence across every altitude. Robotic arms weave a delicate carbon silk lattice, a wingseed frame like the veins of an unfinished leaf.
Machines slide the wingseed into a glass alloy tunnel, sealing it as internal pressure climbs dramatically.
Inside, dense pressurized air swirls like visible liquid, ready to sculpt matter with invisible currents. Aeroelastomer mist coats the lattice as smart fluids seep inward and overhead nozzles pivot into position. The wind begins as a whisper, gentle laminar streams nudging liquid skin, while sensors stream data to controllers. Airflow accelerates, crosswinds twist the forming wing, and fine gusts carve microscopic textures into its surface. Bands of ultraviolet and infrared light sweep through, locally curing the polymer and encoding gradients of stiffness. As the tunnel falls silent, a seamless wing hangs in still air, grown rather than traditionally manufactured.
Robotic carriers move the new wing to the infusion bay, where articulated couplers lock onto hidden ports. Pressurized tanks inject silvery particle-rich fluid and aerogel gases, flooding vast microchannels branching through the wing.
Under electric fields, the smart fluid locks into temporary beams, while pressurized gas chambers form responsive air muscles. Layers of ultra-thin superconducting mesh lace the structure, creating a nervous system and muscular control grid.
Now the wing is a controlled environment, not a rigid object, its interior atmosphere constantly managed.
On the assembly deck, a sleek fuselage awaits, studded with cargo bays and distributed microfan propulsion arrays.
Precision robots mate wing and fuselage seamlessly, fibers flowing from body into wing like continuous tendon.
Activation unfolds in the skywell, a towering chamber where magnetic fields suspend the craft above turbine arrays.
Rising air columns surge upward, and the wings stir, trailing edges shivering as systems awaken. Onboard intelligence reads thousands of sensors, thickening fluids here, relaxing air muscles there in milliseconds.
As wind speed climbs, the craft assumes its own weight, transitioning from hover into controlled forward lift.
The skywell generates chaotic crosswinds and downdrafts, and the AeroFlux wings ripple, flowing with turbulence effortlessly.
Tests complete. Magnetic tethers release, and the craft rises through the open crown to meet real sky.
In service, AeroFlux fleets thread city canyons, softening and folding wings to slip effortlessly between towers. They deliver vital cargo to remote regions, penetrate hurricanes with adaptive lift, and surf jet streams across vast oceans.
On distant worlds, Wings are grown under simulated Martian dust storms or dense mists of terraformed moons. Flight shifts from brute force to harmony, shrinking runways as floating platforms and stratospheric stations become new hubs. Once we carved the sky with rigid blades and burning fuel. Now we grow aircraft directly from air. The AeroFlux marks a turning point where humanity stops fighting the atmosphere and begins building with it.
If you enjoy the video, please like, comment, and subscribe for more.